Some people grow up surrounded by friends, sleepovers, phone calls, inside jokes that last for years. But some of us grew up on the outside of that world. It's like I was on the outside looking in. I was one of those people. Even as a kid, I never quite understood how friendships happened. Other children seemed to move toward each other naturally, like magnets. They found their groups on the playground, formed alliances at lunch tables, whispered secrets during class. I stood nearby, unsure how to step into the circle. It wasn't that I didn't want friends. I did, more than anything. But wanting something and knowing how to reach it are two very different things. Somewhere along the way, I started believing something. Maybe people leave. Maybe people always leave. Maybe they see something in you that makes them step away. When you grow up with that feeling, it changes how you move through the world. You become careful. Very careful. New situations feel like walking into a room where everyone already knows something about you that you don't. You look for signs. Are they friendly? Are they annoyed? Are you talking too much? Not enough? Your mind becomes a detective, searching for reasons someone might walk away. And the strange thing is, this fear can make you invisible. You want connection, but you hold back. You want to speak, but the moment slips past. You want someone to stay, but you're already preparing for them to leave. So people assume you prefer being alone. It shows up in small moments. Seeing people laugh together across a room, watching coworkers make weekend plans, hearing someone say, "My friend told me the funniest thing yesterday." And you realize you don't really have someone like that. Someone to call just to talk. Someone who notices if you're gone. And yet, even with all that fear, there is still a small part of you that hopes. A stubborn little voice that says, maybe. Maybe one day someone will understand you. Maybe one day you'll meet a person who doesn't disappear. But when you've spent years alone, making friends feels like trying to learn a language everyone else started speaking in kindergarten. You don't know the rules. How long should you talk? How personal is too personal? How often should you text someone? What if they think you're strange? So many questions. But here's something I've slowly begun to understand. Friendship isn't something that only belongs to confident people. It also belongs to shy, introverted people, to nervous people, to people who hesitate before speaking. And sometimes the best friendships are built by people who know what loneliness feels like. Because when you've lived without connection, you don't take it for granted. You listen more. You care more. You notice the small things. The truth is, there are other people out there just like this. People who also feel awkward in groups. People who also sit quietly, wondering how others seem so comfortable. People who also want a friend, but don't know how to begin. Sometimes two people like that cross paths. And the beginning isn't dramatic. It might be a short conversation, a shared comment, a moment where neither person runs away from the silence, and slowly, something fragile forms. Trust. Not the loud, instant kind, the slow kind. The kind that grows through small, repeated moments where neither person disappears, where someone shows up again and again and again. For people who carry abandonment in their past, that consistency means everything. It teaches your nervous system something new. Maybe not everyone leaves. Maybe some people stay. And maybe friendship doesn't have to look like the loud groups we see in movies. Maybe it can be quieter. Two people talking. Two people understanding each other. Two people who both know what it's like to feel alone. If you're someone who has struggled to make friends your whole life, I want you to know something. Your story isn't over. The world is full of people you haven't met yet. And somewhere out there may be another person, sitting quietly, hoping for the exact same thing. Just one real friend, not a crowd, just someone who stays,